8,320 pounds, very well kept. One owner, Springdale here at Haylett RV. Dual opposing living room slides. It's been part kept. It came from the factory, which is less than an hour from Haylett RV. We sold it to its one and only owner, who parked it maybe 20-25 minutes from here where it sat, with the wheels protected, obviously cared for, maintained proactively, and not beat up. And basically, they're just done RVing. So you've got something here where the chassis and the running gear and everything hasn't gone under a lot of stress, and you're getting a big living room at a nicely used price tag. When the slides are closed, you're not going to get into much back in the living room. But the thing is, you don't need to. You don't really need to get to that stuff. This is classic, rear entertainment mid-kitchen design right here. And it comes with a split kitchen, which seems a little interesting. But if you notice, if that slide's closed, it does not stop you from getting to any of the kitchen cabinetry. You could sit down, get to the dinette. You can get over here to the sink. You can get to all of that. This does have a vaulted ceiling, very similar to what's more common in the laminated trailer market. Keystone is actually the originator of the vaulted ceiling concept within the towable RV industry, and it gives it a nice, bigger look and feel. Over here in our super slide, we've got a free-floating dinette table that can ellipse down into a sleeper. There's storage below the benches, as you can probably discern from those doors on the end of it. And you want to take that table outside for picnic time, you can. And this thing is loaded with windows, as you'll see. That right there is a, as far as I can use, as far as I can see, pardon me, never used trifold sleeper sofa. So if you do have guests more than just maybe a little grandkid, if you have adult guests want to come over, they've got a place that they can sleep there. Now, the rear entertainment is really the focal point of this floor plan. What you're getting with this camper is a big living room. You get those nice, big, open, expansive looks and feels, amazing cross breezes, excellent visibility of your destination campsite, but you're getting it without the fifth wheel budget. You know what I mean? So the TV can pivot out. You could easily pivot the TV to face the sofa, or these pair of free-floating swivel rocking chairs over here. Bluetooth DVD below, and that electric space heating fireplace taking some of the nip out of the air. But what's neat is all this extra, I guess call it counter space over here. And if you get right up, you start looking where the devil's in the details, you can see power outlets all over the place, so that if you do want to add things like a satellite system, this RV is all prepped and ready for satellite, you're good to go there. Now, they made this slide over here a little bit extra wide, which is nice, so those chairs don't really feel like they're cramped in there. And if you want to turn them and pivot and rock, you can. Plenty of room. And notice the huge cross breeze windows, not just on the rear wall, but on these slide sides here overlooking these two rocking chairs. Plus, how about the fact we have insane amount of window coverage across the camp side of our website. So this thing has windows. You have about 270 degrees of visible field of view, from the living area. The lights are all LED. I'm just simply low on battery power currently. Central air conditioner, central heating through the floor. And this does have an enclosed belly with a forced air heating package that will, extend your camping season more into the spring and the fall. Now, again, the kitchenette is very irregular from what you often see in today's world, but it makes a lot of sense. You've got the nice, maximum drawer space and cabinet space wherever they could. Giant farm sink, a couple years ahead of, when that started to become more of a mainstream thing. And one of the benefits of a wood-studded sidewall is the fact that, very much like a home, they can put power outlets pretty much anywhere they want, because I swear appliances keep coming with shorter cords. So having those down where you can reach them, that's darn handy. You see that green bag right there? That's all the original owner's manuals that we, provide to the folks when it was brand new. We include one of those handy little tote bags. Now, a lot of times people look at the kitchen area we just looked at and they go, oh, that's a small kitchen. Don't forget you have your big pantry and an oddly sized 7 cubic foot fridge freezer right behind it. So it's a little bit bigger than standard, maybe a little bit smaller than some, but it's a nice fit. And what's neat is it has these very arthritic friendly handles. You can just walk up here and just grab it, yank it and go. Now, some people look at this and say, oh man, that handle has a lot of play in it. It's completely by design. They've always been that way. Because kind of like when I first walked up here, you tend to grab the handle and slap it. well, it's designed to be able to wiggle, kind of like the the beams on my my glasses, my spectacles, are designed to be able to bend and wiggle as I kind of smash them onto my face a little bit. I love this bathroom. I like that we have a nice dedicated linen cabinet, so if you forget to grab a towel when you get in the shower, you don't have to go calling out like, "Hey, honey, help! I'm naked and I forgot a towel." Plus, big standing corner shower, and that vaulted ceiling plus the skylight being positioned right in front of the shower head means that even a taller person like me is going to be able to fit in here very comfortably. No sweat right there. Love that big, I don't know, call it hallway window right there. But wake up in the morning, peek out at your campsite, have an awesome view of what's going on. Or if somebody knocks on the door, since these windows are tinted, you can kind of be like, who is visiting my campsite? Is it somebody I don't want to talk to? Or is it, Karen and Jim who are coming over to play, I don't know, Scrabble, whatever, you get the idea. This is a 50 amp coach. If you wanted to add a second air conditioner up there, you absolutely could. You just simply swap out that ceiling vent for an AC. Or, since there's already wiring run there, it is exceptionally simple just to maybe upgrade that to like a max air fan. And if all you're looking for is just the larger exhaust only fan, we can install those typically for less than $100 a pop here at Haylett RV. The bedroom is simple, but very effective. I like the dual side stands, each with their own bonus dresser drawer and outlets all the way up by the headboard. So very handy for people like me who are always fiddling with their phones at night, which I guess, I don't know, depends on what day of the week it is, what article you read on Facebook or whatever, that, you're not supposed to do that because it'll screw with your sleep patterns. But I know that I've never slept well, phone or not. Now, this RV, brand new, never did have a TV in the bedroom, but the previous owners did add one. They kept the TV that they added to it, but they were kind enough to leave behind the mounting hardware, which I thought was a nice little touch. And to me, it's a good sign of something that's been well kept, and it wasn't owned by, like, scavengers, And the outside here, guys, it's like as close to flawless as I think you could get. What's nice is you do have a slide over here on the door side, which you could argue does affect your patio space, but this is a longer camper, and it's a small slide. It's not a really long 14-foot super slide. It's just those two rocking chairs, if you recall. So you've got a very generous amount of awning space here. Big, easy entry handle, and those aluminum plank steps, they feel a little more sturdy, and they don't get slippery in the morning when your shoes are wet, Now, your TV inside can actually dismount and remount out here, or you could obviously get a second screen. You've got great pass-through storage under the bed, and if we peek in here, you're going to see a bunch of accessories the previous owners left behind. There's a couple $100 worth of stuff in this pass-through that you folks are going to get because the previous owners are just done camping. They don't have a new RV that they want to swap it into. The skin looks great. I don't see any sort of weathering or degradation of the tires. There's no like peeling or fading of the decals. It has been well maintained. Power awning with an easy tilt system, so two fingers can literally adjust that the tilt on the awning with lighting under, of course. We have power tongue jack for making campsite setup or hitching up to your truck simple and easy. We also have 4-corner power stabilizer jacks. Everything on this is like push button simple. All of our hookups are located in one centralized spot, which I think is generally preferential for most people. You don't have multiple outlets, just the one. As well as your outside shower, sort of as a convenience station in a sense, as well as that black tank flush right there. Now, I mentioned it inside, but it's easier to see outdoors. All of the windows are tinted. It's nice and dark out here. Hi, guys. And it gives you privacy. It keeps the furniture from fading. Everything looks good. It is backup camera ready. And again, this RV was used just more as a destination model. It is ready for a bumper mount grill, but a really weird decision from the product designers of Springdale the year that this was built. They went ahead and put a bumper bracket on the camper to add a grill, but it didn't actually include a grill, which really odd, but whatever. But what's neat is everything is still there, exactly as it was from the factory. I thought it was cool. Now, one more thing to mention, I talked about it inside, but just to touch on it again, this does have an enclosed heated belly. This camper has a pretty beefy 30,000 BTU furnace. Now, it's not rated for Alaska Vortex cold Arctic camping. It's just a normal RV, normal installation values. But if it does dip below freezing overnight like it did last night, but then it comes up into the 40s, 50s today, this thing's fine. You're still going to be fine with that. Also, another feature that you typically find mostly in like laminated ultralight RVs is the wide stance stability axles that you're looking at right here. This is a long trailer, and its weight at 8,300 whatever pounds dry, that could fall into the realm of quite a few of today's heavier towing half tons. But a long trailer on a short wheelbase, lighter duty pickup like a half ton often presents a bit of a towing challenge. It will tend to have some extra wiggle and sway. That's where those wide stance axles come in. It helps cheat the wheelbase to help keep this thing shooting straight as an arrow down the road. This is sharp, guys. You know, I've done a lot of talking. This thing is sharp. The roof has been well kept. The roof is fully walkable, by the way. It's got a 15,000 BTU air conditioner. I know that because we built it. I can't find a single thing on this that I'm like, oh, there it is. There's the ding in the wall. This is exactly how you want a used RV to look. It looks fantastic. So give us a call. We do hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything between. If you don't have a vehicle, we could deliver it to your site for you. All we need is a phone call. You give us a call. You tell us what you need. Guys, generally speaking, we can pretty much make about anything happen. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.